This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Scott is off tonight. Residents in a Bradenton neighborhood are up in arms with an abandoned home they say is an eyesore, and even worse, it's attracting rats to the immediate area. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo is live with a community reaction and what the city is planning to do about it. Dwayne.
Well, Haley, the home right here behind me is foreclosed. And according to neighbors, the home has been abandoned for several months. Now, the problem with vermin is progressively getting worse.
This is disgusting because they stink so bad.
Yeah. This is Don Dunsworth's daily routine of packing up dead rats in plastic bags.
I keep trapping rats at my house, as many as 6 a night.
A common sight for most in the neighborhood.
Rats are all around the property, yes, and I see them coming over my fence in the evening, coming out, walking on the wires.
They say it's all because of the vacant house right next door. The home is surrounded by weeds close to 5 feet tall, making it an eyesore according to neighbors. In addition, they say it's just an accident waiting to happen.
You have a swimming pool that's unsecured in the backyard, which is the biggest problem at all. You know, if a child would get into that, he wouldn't have a chance.
The door is unlocked to that entrance. You can get right in there.
Leaving one neighbor to believe this home has someone other than rats living here.
There's just paper strewn everywhere, and it wasn't that way a year ago when I looked in. So somebody's been in there.
For Dunsworth, he's just looking for the city's help.
I want the services that we pay for as a taxpayer. That's all that I'm asking for.
The City of Bradenton's Communication Director, Tim McCann, says code enforcement has been there on a few occasions and just recently had a city council member surveying the property.
He wanted to get those photos to our staff. So, yeah, everyone's aware of it. We're doing what we can within the confines of the law. And like I said, we'll stay on it. If it gets worse, more drastic steps can be taken.
Starting with the health aspect, McCann says code enforcement already has specifics in the works.
We're going to cut back the lawns and the shrubs and everything that's growing because that's where all the vermin is hiding.
And encourages residents in the area to keep the city updated.
I think the neighbors have done the right thing. Anything like this ongoing in a neighborhood, or actually before it gets ongoing, please let code enforcement know.
Now, we will continue to follow this issue and bring you the latest as the city continues to fix the problems on this vacant home. Reporting live in Bradenton, Dwayne Lindo, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Dwayne. A disturbing video that appears to have a connection to the Suncoast has now surfaced. A video shows a group of men traveling at a high rate of speed out on the water, pulling a shark behind the boat. ABC7's Rick Adams is joining us live from Manatee County with more on this video that's really shocked a lot of people. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, we had just gotten our hands on this video, and we have to warn you that this video may be disturbing for some folks. And let me tell you about it. The video released by Florida's Fish and Wildlife, what it shows is 3 men on a speeding boat dragging a shark on a rope. And FWC officials are now trying to determine who the men are and exactly where on the Gulf this took place.
I mean, I totally do not understand that. It's like really disturbing. I don't know how anybody can find any pleasure in that. I don't even understand how you can own a fishing license and do things like that.
And FWC officials are continuing with their investigation. If you know anything more on this, you're being asked to contact them immediately. We'll have more on this, a lot more on this, coming up tonight at 11 o'clock. Reporting out live from Manatee County, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. Memorials are in the works to honor and celebrate the life of Snooty the manatee. For the first time today, the public saw Snooty's home without Snooty in it. Eyes wandered to that hatch where Snooty got stuck and ultimately drowned. Meanwhile, outside of the museum, the memorial grows even larger. Museum staff still planning a way to honor and celebrate Snooty's life. According to the Bradenton Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, 3 million people visit Manatee County every year, and 60,000 of them would see Snooty at the South Florida Museum. While some worry that the loss of Snooty may mean the loss of visitors to Manatee County, others Lawmakers are confident that won't be the case.
Snooty has been part of the family tradition when people do come on vacation, but it won't stop them from coming. It won't stop them from coming to the South Florida Museum. We're thrilled to where the South Florida Museum is headed with their expansion.
The community is planning its own way to honor Snooty. One man has started a petition to replace the controversial Confederate statue outside of the courthouse with a Snooty statue. That petition already has thousands of signatures. Florida Fish and Wildlife sharing some tips after 2 recent alligator attacks in Charlotte County. FWC suggests that staying alert around fresh water is very important because most of these bites happen when victims are not paying attention. FWC also recommends people and pets only swim in water posted safe for swimming. Do not let your pets wander close to bodies of water. If you want to take a picture of an alligator and share it with your friends on social media, make sure you keep your distance because harassing and killing gators is against Florida law. You really cannot play around with this, Bob. I mean, this is something maybe people visiting Florida do not understand the danger.
Yeah, be careful out there, especially on the golf courses. Don't worry about retrieving your golf ball, even if it is a Pro V1 and you see a gator nearby, even when they can hide too under the water and come out rather quickly too. With the water temperatures so warm right now, they're very active. In fact, the air temperatures too. You got to look at the temperatures right now. 91 in Jacksonville, 92 in Orlando. It's 88 in Miami and 88 in Key West. That really doesn't tell the story though. You got to factor in the humidity and the dew point temperature. It feels like 99 now in Sarasota, and these temperatures are going to stay warm for the next several hours. We're talking heat indices up near 90, 95 degrees, even at 11 o'clock tonight, due to the fact we have a lack of storms around to cool us off. Some cities around town, the hottest now 104 at Mayaca City, 103 in Northport. Cortez, a little cooler. It feels like 99 degrees there. And as far as rainfall goes, to cool us down, Arcadia, about the only place getting some significant rain at this point. Elsewhere, things are very quiet. More in your weather forecast in just a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. The Bradenton Police Department is searching for a man who held a Walgreens store clerk at gunpoint over the weekend. You're seeing it right here on this surveillance video. Police say the man entered the Walgreens on Cortez Road and held up a gun to the clerk. He took cash and fled. Surveillance video shows the suspect running from the store on foot. Officers say he has a distinct limp when he walks and runs. Anyone with information should contact the Bradenton Police Department. One of Northport's main roadways may be getting a $30 million upgrade. Price Boulevard between Sumter Boulevard and Toledo Blade Boulevard has been set for years to be widened to 5 lanes. But when the economy crashed, so did the project. Now it's back to the table. But city commissioners have indicated they would rather do the project slowly. First, adding new traffic lights and then building right-hand turn lanes down the roadway.
It's going to be about 10 months to a year to design all the right-hand turn lanes and everything to go with that. It's probably going to be another year to do the designing of the widening for the 5-lane.
City staff are beginning to design phase 1 now, and no word yet, though, on when work will begin. Still to come on your Suncoast News, changes coming to Manatee County schools. A new high school will be built on State Road 64. We'll tell you some of the possible names being discussed by the Manatee County School Board.
Ever since I can remember, I've been intrigued by industrial design and the optimization.
Wait, that's passion? Ever since I can remember, my passion has been industrial design. We need 3D printers for Miss Adams' engineering program so that we are ready to solve 21st century challenges.
Impressive. Think It Up is a new initiative to support student-powered, teacher-led learning projects. Students and teachers, how can you spark great learning experiences in your classroom today? Think It Up.
The Alfa Romeo Quadrifoglio charmed us all and crippled the competition. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC filter hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Get the hottest deals of the year during the summer clearance event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Pack the family up in style in the all-new Chrysler Pacifica. With over 100 standard and available safety features, it's the ultimate family vehicle. Get yours today for just $24,999 or get America's best value. A new Dodge Journey for as little as $15,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota today.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Alfa Romeo got a lot right with the Giulia, but the handling alone is sufficient reason to get one. Rediscover your passion for driving at Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Believe it or not, we are just weeks away from the start of the 2017-2018 school year, and Manatee County officials held a workshop to discuss many of their plans. ABC7's Bobeth Yates was at that meeting, and she joins us with what they discussed. Bobeth.
Well, it was a busy day for Manatee County school officials. First, the swearing in of newly appointed school board member Scott Hopes. Hopes was selected for the position by Governor Rick Scott to replace former board member Karen Carpenter. Carpenter resigned her post earlier this year to relocate from the area. Now, board members also narrowed down the 60 possible selections for the new name for the high school being constructed off State Road 64.
The first choice by the school board today was North River High School. Now, it could be North River Regional High School or something. That's something for the school board to determine, but that was the #1 selection.
Now, the second option on the table for the new high school is a variation of Parish High School or Parish Community High School. In addition, Superintendent Diana Green laid out her plans for the upcoming school year. Among the list, the merger of Wakeland Elementary and Johnson Middle School. Both schools currently have an IB program, an International Baccalaureate program, that will operate on Johnson's campus. The change won't take place until after spring break. Now, officials also discussed making a no homework policy for elementary schools. Now, we'll have more details on that coming up at 11.
All right, thank you, Bobeth. I anticipate that will be a very hot button issue. We will be back with your forecast.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate. It's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
For the last decade, S&S Motorsports of Sarasota has built custom high-performance vehicles for demanding clients worldwide. They're now bringing their 50-plus years of combined build expertise to the parts business. SRQ Performance Parts is your one-stop shop for all your performance parts and accessories.
Well, Bob, we're not getting cooled off. We are just baking even into the evening. Sorry.
Yeah, you need the AC. You need to stay in it, especially during the afternoon hours.
Right.
When the heat index is up there 100, 105 and the sun's beating down, it's not a good feeling at all. And it's been a little dry over the last couple of days, and it looks like this pattern isn't going to change all that much, at least for the next 2, possibly 3 days. So get used to the heat. Yes, it's around. Every once in a while, you get a week or two like these in the summer months when you get the west wind, the front comes down. A little unusual to get a front all the way down south, too, in the southeast. It doesn't bode well for hurricane season, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, too, if that's a trend. And then a lot of storms will have a tendency to develop deeper in the tropics. We saw that back in 2004, but that's a long way off. Most of the hurricanes and tropical systems typically form from August and through September and October. Well, the Anna Maria webcam showing the seas very calm out there today as a result of a lack of wind and high pressure dominating much of the eastern Gulf of Mexico, stretching right across the state, and that has suppressed most of the cloud action. This was sunset last night, and we appreciate that photo from James White. Beautiful shot of the Ringling Bridge there, and just a few clouds off in the distance. The weather headlines read like this: the heat is on, and it's going to stay here too. Only a few storms are expected over the upcoming days. Rain chances well below seasonal averages for this time of year. And it looks like the tropics remain quiet for now. So all is quiet here, at least in the Atlantic Basin. In the Pacific Basin, we already have 2 storms out there that are kind of close to one another. Showers and storms in the southeastern portions of Polk County, also Highlands County getting a little bit of rainfall. The one shower right over Arcadia is cooling things down there, but notice Manatee County, Sarasota County, not much to show on the radar returns. We had a few brief showers near Mayaca City just about an hour and a half ago. Currently at the Sarasota-Bradian Airport, sunshine and the heat index at 99, winds out of the west-northwest at 10, the pressure 30.09, which is high, and that is holding steady now. The high was 1 degree above average. The record 100, you don't see that very often here. That was set back in 1998. This morning's low was 76, that too close to average. We're over 1.5 inches below average now for rainfall, and nearing 3.5 inches below for the year at the Sarasota-Bradian Airport. Tomorrow's forecast not calling for much rain at all. The rain chance only at around 20% or less. Coastal locations a little less. There'll be a few more showers inland in the afternoon and evening. Now with this west wind, there is always a possibility of getting a land breeze shower or two developing out in the Gulf of Mexico overnight. So that is not out of the question, especially when another front is expected to come down by Friday and Saturday. And that front will also keep that high pressure ridge over the top of us. This particular forecast model depicting some shower activity on into Wednesday afternoon, but not a lot. And then again on Thursday, not much going on with that westerly component with inland showers. Mainly all is quiet in the tropics. I told you that. Nothing to really show out there. Just a lot of sunshine heating the water temperature up, and that will be primed and ready to go for August. The Pacific gets a little earlier start. They warm up quicker, and we have a couple of storms out there. heading off west away from land, so not a big factor. Here's the forecast for boaters tomorrow. Winds will be light, very light at 5 knots out of the northeast, switching around to the northwest later on in the day up to about 10 knots. The water temperature not warming or not cooling you down, in fact warming you up out there in the beaches. 90-degree water temperature, heat index at an 11 tomorrow with plenty of sunshine. Low tide 10-11 tonight, another low tide at 9-17 tomorrow, and the forecast partly cloudy, warm and muggy, 79 for a low. Tomorrow I'll look for similar conditions what we saw today. And yes, the heat goes on and on and on until we get to Monday and Tuesday, as more showers and storms will start to move in, and that will not allow the temperature to get up too hot. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. Shriners of Sarasota is kicking off the holidays a bit early. The Sahib Shrine hosting their Christmas in July event this morning. Toys, games, and coloring books were donated to give to kids at Shriners Children's Hospital in Tampa. This includes more than $2,000 in cash and gift cards. This is Shriners' 5th year donating to the Tampa Hospital.
Anybody that wants to donate. I live in Terra. I had a bunch of friends donate coloring books and crayons from there. My Mahjong group, a lot of people's different groups that they're with, everybody brings toys because they all want the children to be happy.
The Sahib Shrine hopes to collect at least $7,000 in donations this year. Last year, they collected about $5,000 in donations. Here's Linda Carson.
Coming up, we'll introduce you to an amazing Suncoast woman who splits her time between horses and the hospitality industry.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
As a singer-songwriter, it's all about creating high-performance art that moves people. Same is true in making gorgeous cars. Fiat designs it. You're the artist.
Choose your palette just about any color combo inside out. No small wonder, state-of-the-art style Fiat.
Now this moves me.
Oh, they're playing my song.
Let the art of Fiat move you at Fiat of Sarasota.
Here's something we bet you didn't know. Nearly half of all cancers can be prevented. That's right, half. Nearly 50%, mostly by making small everyday changes in your diet and controlling your weight, walking more, eating less, and eating foods that help you and your family to seriously reduce the risk of cancer. And of course, by not smoking. Visit the Cancer Prevention Together We Can website and get a free 30-day planner filled with tips, recipes, stats, and more about protecting your family. Go to prevent50.org.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
When today's amazing Suncoast woman arrived on the Suncoast, she had no idea where her career path would take her. But today she's built a very successful career, a strong marriage, and she gives a lot of her time to help others. ABC7's Linda Carson has her story.
Jamie Klobber was born and raised in Manhattan. She fell in love with horses at a young age.
When I was a kid growing up in New York City, we had a ranch farm in New Jersey, and we went every weekend and every vacation and every time that we could, and that's where I learned to ride.
She came to Sarasota 24 years ago.
The first thing I did here was drive the beer cart at Laurel Oak. Oh, that was my first drive.
She went on to become a professional fundraiser. She met her husband, Tommy Klobber, at the Stone Crab Festival at the Colony.
I was just chill and really just enjoying my environment, and he just came up to me, and that was, we were immediate. It was only about 3 months till we were living together, but it was 2.5 years till we got married.
They've now been married 17 years. She joined Tommy at the Patty George restaurant and started a very successful catering company of her own. Then Tommy gave her the best gift of her life, polo lessons.
I took 10 lessons, and then I took 10 more, and then I took 10 more, and then the horse that I was riding a lot, he said, oh, well, the horse needs to be turned out because we played it all season. And he said, of course, unless you want to buy it.
Presently, she owns 7 horses and plays competitive polo.
I just love it. You know, my biggest passion is the horses themselves. So even if I wasn't playing polo, as long as I will never not be with horses again.
She still raises money for worthy causes.
Ponies for Pups, where we raise money for Honor Animal Rescue.
And they do a huge number of fundraisers at the Polo Grill. In all she does, she has one goal.
I strive to make people happy. I'm just very eager to please, and I want people to walk away from anything that I am touching anyway with, you know, with a really good feeling.
And her life lesson?
You can make things happen. And it's, you know, it's basically, it's up to you. I think in my life, when I have come across challenges, you know, I mean, yes, take them seriously, but also take whatever actions are necessary to change them.
You'll often find this amazing Suncoast woman here at the Polo Grill with her husband, Tommy. They're getting ready to celebrate their 10th anniversary here in Lakewood Ranch. Come by and wish them well. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Linda. We all know her well.
Yeah, Tommy is an amazing man, too.
He is. So if we start the Amazing Man segment,
that's right.
He'll be first, maybe.